Yeah, isn't it weird how something like that, like just a little change in a YouTube algorithm can just affect the way that kids think in general, like the culture of people but under the age of 30. Like
100%.
a change in a YouTube algorithm can change the way a huge portion of this population thinks and acts in any sense. It's insane to have that much power.
Yeah, because they're creating the world in which we can have dialogue. And the incentives shape how big your megaphone is. And when everyone's trying to get the biggest megaphone to share their ideas, whatever game you're going to tell me to play, a lot of people are willing to play it, you know? And so, yeah, it's whatever they're like incentivizing creators to do, they don't even have to say it because creators will just find out. They'll find out the way to play the game, and then they'll tell all their friends, and everyone will start to play it. And you just see like the same recycled behavior.
Okay, so going back to the coffee break videos you're making, the long form video essays, what did you transition to? So what kind of content are you making now, and why do you like that better?
Oh, sure. So I was making coffee break videos, and I had started this second channel called CoffeeZilla. You could tell I have an addiction to caffeine related things. And yes, you'd be right. But the focus of that channel was kind of miscellaneous. It's where I threw up stuff. And then I started talking about these scammers that I would see. I was just kind of pissed off about it. I was like, enough is enough. Someone's got to call out these people, because it's a bunch of yes men in the marketing space. It's a bunch of yes, nobody's going to say anything bad about anyone else. And so I was like, this is ridiculous. This marketing game has gotten out of hand. Everyone's promising that they're going to make you rich. I know it's all a lie. Everyone's saying they're a 22-year-old millionaire. Oh, wait, no, now I'm a multi-millionaire by the time I'm 22. They all have Lamborghinis that are all rented. They all have houses that are rented. It's a big joke. So I said, enough is enough, guys. Let's call this out. So I started to do it on YouTube. No one really was doing it at the time. And it kind of blew up. People said, I resonate with this. I was a victim of such and such scam. And so I just found it was a place in the culture. It's a time in the culture where calling this stuff out felt really meaningful, felt like I was doing kind of a public service. And so I kind of went that way for a while. And now I'm doing more beat reporting, which is different from what I was doing, like sort of mini documentaries where you try to summarize a big idea. And what I like about beat reporting, why I love doing it, is because I'm taking small chunks of a big topic and I'm telling them like almost every day. Mm-hmm. But eventually you can cover a lot more ground on a topic. So I don't cover nearly as much information in a CoffeeZilla video as I cover in a coffee break video. But over time, I have really explored this industry, which I would have never been able to do in just one video on coffee break. So that's the benefit of beat reporting, is you really get to understand an industry. You get to understand what's going on. And I've really enjoyed it. And it just so happens that it also aligns better with the YouTube algorithm of like having some momentum on your channel, not just uploading every month. But I also just enjoy the way it works.
Yeah, it's cool too because things change, right? Because things change, facts change, shit people do changes every day in the daily news cycle. And if you make if you spend a month working on some shit, it can change the day you release it. And then all of a sudden you have some outdated shit in your documentary if you do reporting every day.
Yes. And if you've ever tried to summarize a big idea, you know the problem, which is you're usually pressured to summarize it in like 1 or 2, 3 ideas. But there may be 20 amazing things about that industry you want to talk about, and you just can't. And so you just end up cutting a lot of it out. When you do more of a sort of beat reporting job, you can take an episode to talk about this, then you can take an episode to talk about that, then you take an episode. You just have that time to really flesh out an idea. And that's what's happened with gurus. We've covered now the like webinars. We've covered the lying in their advertising. We've debated some of these gurus live. We've talked to their victims. We've talked about the different industries they occupy. We talked about health. We talk about wealth. We haven't gotten too much into the relationship gurus, but they're kind of their own hilarious little niche. But we've really kind of seen this industry for what it is. And what it is a way for people to make money off of the backs of desperate people. So fundamentally, my contention is that these guys, and for those viewers who don't know what I'm talking about, I don't know if you've seen Tai Lopez. He's kind of
I know who Tai Lopez is. He was like Tai Lopez was kind of like the innovator of this guru industry,
Yes.
like the fake gurus. He was like the originator of this weird little
He blew it up.
slimy market.
But it all goes back actually further back to the infomercial days, but he brought sort of the infomercial to YouTube, and that was like the first really way to do that. And what he sold was health, wealth, happiness, a course for that, saying, I'm going to, make your life, you were miserable before, but I'll make you happy. I'll make you're poor before, but I'll make you rich for, I don't know, like $70. Nowadays, people have really innovated on that. Now they're selling $2,000 courses for all how to get rich. And why I call it predatory is because the people who end up buying these courses are people who are broke, are people who are desperate, because the marketing is so over the top. If you watch it and you have a job, you'll never believe it. Like it's so scammy. It's so scummy. They're like, yeah, dude, I'm just going to make, I was broke, but then I just became rich using this one secret and buy it for $2,000. And you're like, who would ever buy this? Well, when you're desperate, when you have no job, all those promises, which sound crazy if your life is stable, suddenly sound just good. You don't hear too good to be true. You just hear good. That's an opportunity. No, McDonald's, I could work at McDonald's for the rest of my life, or I can risk $2,000 and, go take this guy's course. And he says I'm going to be making six figures in 6 months.
There's a weird thing too. I think it really captures not only desperate people, but I think young people. I remember when I was really young, I think I was like maybe 17 or 18. I got sucked into this pyramid scheme. That was going
what it was
on.
Called?
Yeah, it was called Talk Fusion. It was like this email video marketing thing where if you use it, you can send videos inside of emails. And it's the most innovative, cutting edge piece of technology, especially for marketing your business. And if you sell this marketing tool to your friends, you can then make, earn exponential sales revenue or commission on it. Right. And I was so excited about it. This is my first introduction to what a pyramid scheme was, or I think it was called an MLM, multi-level marketing thing.
Oh yeah, that's what it's called.
And I was thinking about it all day, every day. I couldn't even sleep at night because I was thinking about like all the cool shit I was going to do. I'm like, I know how to do video better than anybody. I'm like 18 at the time. And I was like, all these old people doing it, I'm going to blow them out of the water. I know I could do cool stuff. I know how to use Photoshop. And I was so sucked into it. And I thought it was so cool. I had never, owned my own business at that point. You
got sucked into the get rich like opportunity mentality.
Yes.
Which is what all these guys get sucked into. And it's because sort of, if you haven't been scammed once, it's sort of, you're not inoculated to the disease sort of thing. Like, it's like you haven't gotten chicken pox or something. Your body doesn't know what it is. Your mind doesn't know what it is. So when you're hearing these guys go through the same pitch that all of them use, it's sort of the same formula repeats over and over and over. You don't recognize it. And so you kind of fall to just believing it. You just default to like, oh yeah, why would this guy lie to me? Of course, it's this amazing opportunity. And then you end up buying in, and ultimately you realize, wait, this isn't nearly as easy as they made it sound. They made it sound like everybody could get rich together and da-da-da. And of course that isn't true. And the only people who really get rich are people who scammed enough people, and then they get rich, but then everyone else loses money. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's an unfortunate system, but that's exactly what's going on with these gurus as well, as they're saying, hey, I'm going to make you rich on Amazon. Well, of course the reality is Jeff Bezos does not make anyone rich for free. That's just, think about it for 2 seconds. The guy's one of the most ruthless business owners of all time. You think he's going to make you rich overnight, but they make it sound like such an easy thing that people end up paying them $2,000 to get rich quick. And now what these guys do is they take the money from the course that they're selling on how to get rich on Amazon. They say, look how rich I am from Amazon. And it's like, wait, no. You didn't make the money from Amazon. You made the money from selling Get Rich on Amazon, which is a totally different thing. And they're flashing the car, they're flashing the house, and they're making it sound like you can get this if you sell on Amazon. Well, maybe if you're one of the best third-party sellers of all time, but you're going to be in the 0.1% of society. Mm-hmm. But most people are going to fail. I did the math because Amazon FBA is really big right now. Fulfillment by Amazon is what that means. They're people who basically, they take products from China, they sell them on Amazon for a markup. That's simplifying it a little bit. But people say, oh, it's such a good opportunity. Well, I ran the numbers. according to third-party data from Amazon themselves, about 8% of people that are selling on Amazon make a fry cook's income. 8% on Amazon even make what a fry cook makes. So these people saying, oh yeah, it's the best opportunity ever. Oh, you're going to make so much money. Hey, you could work at McDonald's and make more than 92% of them. Are you joking? That's not a great opportunity, right? Like even just saying it sounds ridiculous. And even a smaller percent make, $60,000 a year. And then it's like 1% makes a really good income. Like 1% of all third-party sellers. But you're telling young kids that they're just going to jump in. They don't even have a work ethic. They're going to jump in Amazon, but thanks to your magical secrets, they're going to make tons of money? No, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's super predatory. It's super, super predatory. I know
so predatory. These people are told to take out credit cards, take out a loan for this course. And it's like, so now they're less than zero. They were at zero. Now they're at below zero because you sold them on this crazy idea. And it's not just Amazon FBA. They create a new opportunity every month. It's like Forex, day trading. Oh man, the new secret is drop shipping. The new secret is Amazon automation. The new secret is, it's all a bunch of new secrets, but they all run the same business model, which is really they're making money from the course. They're not actually doing the thing.